shot me with his shotgun. Alright. Save. Save. Please save. Okay. Well, that's loading. Okay.
Wow, look who it is. This is who they send? This is an insult. What'd they tell you, Vito? Take care of me and all's forgiven? You really think they're just gonna let you walk after everything you did?
Uh-oh.
Then again, chumps like you never do think about the big picture. But your buddy Joe understands. Don't you, Joe?
What the fuck is this?
I could ask you the same question.
Loyalty's a funny thing, huh, Vito? No such thing as friendship in this business. Didn't your old pal Leo teach you that while you're sucking his cock back in the can? You're just a fucking pawn, Vito. That's all you ever were. When are you gonna realize that?
Joe, you just gotta trust me.
You think I give a shit about the feds? All those tired old fucks on the commission? They're using you, Vito. Just like Clemente used you. Just like I used you. Just like that rat fuck Henry used you. You vouched for that piece of shit. Brought him into my house. And now, you dumb fuck, you're gonna pay for it. Now, Joe.
Hey, if you're gonna pull that trigger, do it already.
What are you waiting for?
Vito, let's shoot this cocksucker.
Remember what we talked
On
about,
tree.
Joe? You're gonna throw all that away? Do it!
2.
Now!
Back me up, Vito.
You better kill this fucking guy,
That's the best you got. Oh,
Yep, I knew that was gonna happen.
you're fucking dead.
At least it's a checkpoint. I need to go, but I can't. I really want to finish this.
I won't want to get on your bad side.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Joe.
God damn it, somebody kill these two psychos!
Damn. Coming at me from all directions. We need to...
Not bad, huh?
Better place to be.
God damn it, somebody kill these two psychos!
Fuck you.
Joe, you got shot.
What are you scared, asshole?
You dumb bastard, you don't stand a chance! You can't kill them all!
I couldn't kill them all, they wouldn't have them all in the game.
Let's go, Vito. You shoot like my sister.
You really are insane, aren't you? I'm gonna enjoy watching you guys. Come on already! There's only 2 of them!
Going in. I amaze myself.
Looking at Joe. No. Nope. Oh, that was really close. I had a sliver of health. A sliver. Gotcha. Okay, good. I was like, how many of these are there?
You know something, Carlo? For the last 10 years, all I done was kill. I killed for my country. I killed for my family. I killed anybody that got in my way. But this one's for me.
Fuck.
Fucking prick.
This has got to be the end of the game.
I sure as hell hope you know what you're doing here.
Don't worry, I took care of it. You'll see. So, what was he talking about back there?
Nothing. He made me an offer, that's all.
Yeah, I figured out that much. What kind of offer?
He wanted me to whack it. Said he'd make me a capo, give me my own crew. You know, pretty much everything I ever wanted.
Yeah? So why the hell didn't you do it?
Remember that $5 you owe me? What the hell is this?
It's all right, Joe.
Is it done?
It's done.
All right, then. Looks like a celebration is in order. Come on, let's head to the cat house.
Sounds good to me.
Come with me, Vito. There's more we need to talk about.
All right, we'll see you over there.
All right. So what's the big secret? Hey, what the hell's going on? Where they taking Joe?
Sorry, kid. Joe wasn't part of our deal.
Oh, come on. Is that the end? X, but changed all the buttons. And I don't understand it. Like, I kept struggling with pressing L3 to sprint, which it wasn't L3, it was left button. But I'm pretty sure in the first game it was L3. And like, just things like that. Just, why did it need to be changed? I don't know if they were trying to go for a more common control scheme, and so that things would be, so that people wouldn't have as much of a struggle going from one third-person shooter to another. But then again, almost every shooter I've ever played, X is reload, and this was right button, or right bumper. I guess it's bumper, Xbox. So I don't know. It was different. It was fun. I mean, you got used to it. Never did get to upgrade that awesome convertible, but that's okay. I think the only thing I would say that these games are missing is they feel very open world. And yeah, I mean, I could have been driving around and picking up cars and crushing them for money. And apparently I could have held up a store. The holding up a store, though, they never really told you about it except for in the hints on loading screen. And the one time I did try to go back and crush a car, I couldn't seem to get it to work. I don't know if the car was so damaged that I wasn't going to get anything for it or what. But anyway, they have the open world feeling to them, but they're very structured. They're very linear. Like, I'm pretty sure most of the locations that you go to in each chapter are not accessible anywhere else. Like, I don't think I could have gone back to the slaughterhouse or the foundry or that hotel. I don't think any of that's accessible afterward. Which means there's a lot of missable collectibles, first of all, which is always annoying. They'll just say, oh, that gives you a reason to replay it. Oh, by the way, the voice acting I thought was really good. Both of those games, the first and the second, were really good. But anyway, back to what I was saying. It has an open world feel to it, but there's no side quests. Like, there's literally no quests that are not part of the main narrative. And I wonder if Mafia 3 will address that. They may not. They may just, look, they may just be like, look, we're trying to tell a story, and this is the story, and there's no need for side quests. But in this day and age, and I'm not sure when Mafia 3 came out, but I feel like it's fairly recently. In this day and age, I just feel like side quests are sort of expected. But then again, it doesn't have a true RPG system either. It's just an action. It's just a third-person shooter. Action game. Driving simulator. And most of the time, the need for the use for side quests is extra experience in like an RPG, so that you can out-level the main story or what have you. And since there's no real RPG elements in this game, or in these games so far, side quests may be sort of superfluous. Like, why would you do a side quest unless you were just really, really into the character and, you know, the various sub characters or side characters? I don't know. Anyway, that, you know, oh, I like, for example, if there had been a Leo side quest where you went and found out more about him, I would be interested in that, because I thought I liked his character. I was very interested in the game. I was sold on it. You know, I bought in. But I don't know what the reward would have been, unless maybe it was a special car. And they still have not given you any How should I put it? Easily discernible difference between the guns. They're not showing you strength, and not even just numbers, like just a bar, just like a number of like a 2-star strength, like a 2-star power, I guess would be a better way to put it. Firepower and a reload. So it causes you to have to use the guns to figure out what they're best at. But while that's kind of cool, at the same time, I may not be using a gun that would be really good at what I'm doing because I feel like the gun I have fits that mold. So, I don't know. It's just a thought. But yeah, so we're going to finish watching the credits. See if there's a post-credits scene. Because that was just a really abrupt ending. I guess we can assume from that Joe is dead and Vito is alive, but who knows what sort of condition or circumstances. Maybe they just went into hiding like Leo did. That's possible. But yeah, it was very abrupt. The first game had a much more cohesive ending. It wrapped everything up really nicely. Kind of brought it full circle. You started the game talking to, I guess he was a Fed or a cop in the diner, and you ended the game talking to the Fed in the diner. And there was the scene where, unbeknownst to me at the time, Vito and Joe go and kill Tony. Or excuse me, Tommy. That still blows my mind. Yeah, this game, I don't know. It just ended very oddly. So I'm really hoping for a post-credits scene. I don't know if they were really a thing when this first came out, so we may not get one. And that's okay if we don't. Still a good game. I would recommend both of these games. And they're not terribly difficult on hard. I mean, I'm not the greatest gamer. I don't know if you figured that out yet or not. But I like to play on hard. And streaming, if it's done one thing for me in these last 4 days, it's compelled me to move forward, to push forward, and to overcome these obstacles on the difficulty I chose, which in this case was the hard difficulty. Both in the race in the first Mafia game, although I did change the driving, but I'm sorry, simulation driving, and I don't. I was never going to finish that race if we were doing simulation driving. We would still be trying to finish that race 3 days later. So, but I kept the difficulty on hard. And the same here. And there were a few times that warehouse where you are after Derek, hands down, the hardest part of this game for me. I struggled, as you saw, I struggled. And the checkpointing didn't help. And I still don't know if I did that, like, if I cheesed my way through that. I tried to do it the quote, proper way. And I'm making air quotes even though you can't see me. But I just didn't really see any chance I was going to be able to do that. Not with the Molotovs constantly raining down on me. Guys running up to me. I just didn't see it. So that's when I came up with the idea, well, maybe if I get to the other side where they can't Molotov me, and I can sort of split these guys up. And that ended up being a good strategy to at least get through it. So, you know, but I feel good about things like that. That's the great thing about hard difficulty is you can't just sit there and do the same thing every time. There's going to be times where you have to figure out a strategy to get through this that's not just, you know, stand up and shoot everybody. or sit in one piece of cover and pick people off like what's the now I've lost the anyway, that's the game where the things pop up and you hit them with a hammer, and now I can't think of what it's called. But anyway, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you have to, I don't want to say think outside the box, because I don't think I really did that. But you just have to come up with a different strategy of how you can get through this. Same way with the observatory part. You know, pulling back, as I said during the fight, pulling back is often the best strategy in games like that, especially cover shooters. Because if you push forward, you just have that much less time to react to the guys coming at you. And it still took me forever. And it's still so weird to me that the first attempt at that section, I got further than any other attempt except for the one that I finished it. And you would think that you would learn and you would get further each time. But I guess that's sort of the randomness of it, and whether or not you can hit a shotgun shot at point blank, which sometimes I couldn't. And then you get the random, also just the random shot that, similar to the first game, sometimes you just got a headshot and there's nothing you can do about it. And just, okay, that's the way it goes. I mean, I headshot them, so it seems fair. This is a long credit scene. We're going into 8.5 hours of an 8-hour stream right now. But I wasn't obviously going to start the next stream with the credits. I don't even think I could have, now that I think about it. It looks like we're getting toward the end. And there is no post-credit scene. So, just to show you what I was talking about. Oh, you know what? There's additional content. I forgot about that. The betrayal of Jimmy. Jimmy's vendetta. Okay, we might be doing this on Tuesday then. I've forgotten all about it. So if you go, anyway, I was going to say you go on the extras. Let's see, family album. I haven't looked at any of this. Mafia album, city album. Okay, so this is just characters that we've met. That's cool. Car Cyclopedia, that's just like the first one. The collectibles, okay, so this is what I was saying. There are 50 of these playmates. I got how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, exactly what I said. And then there are wanted posters. And there are 50, no, I'm sorry. There are, holy crap, 189 of them. I didn't find a single one. How is that possible? I played the whole game and I never found a single wanted poster out of 189. Yeah, paintings. There's just neat stuff. All the pinups and the various pictures around. Those are kind of neat. Oh, game statistics. How? Oh, I died 69 times. I retried 9. Traveled 118 miles by car and 23 miles on foot. Unlocked all the artwork. Only 28 of 47. There must be some crazy achievements. 14 hours and 44 minutes. 72% progress. I assume that's because I didn't find all the collectibles. 85,819 hit points lost, although I don't know how many hit points I have. Earned 150,000 cash, spent 124,000, killed 550 enemies. That's actually kind of low for a playthrough of the game. Apparently I killed a civilian. Yeah, my favorite weapon was definitely the Tommy gun. Fired 5,637 bullets. And there is what I was looking for. 21.61% shooting accuracy. 226 headshots. Okay, out of 550, 226 were headshots. Which is probably why my accuracy was so low, because I was trying to get headshots. Armor kills, melee kills. I didn't kill any enemies by car. 11 stealth. Spent 2 hours and 17 minutes in cover. That is not my favorite car, it's just the one that I had the longest. Drove 25 cars, destroyed 9 cars, stole 41. High speed, 115.99. I guarantee that was net. 16 minutes in police pursuit. I drank 18 drinks. Picked 30 locks. Failed 14 times. Picked locks for a total of 4 minutes and 47 seconds. Only spent 1 minute and 39 with the Playboy articles because I was not leaving those up on the screen. Okay, anyway. Enough. Thank you very much for going on this journey with me, playing Mafia 2. I really appreciate it. Again, I will be back Tuesday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Central Daylight Time. I guess instead of Mafia 3, we're going to do the additional content in Mafia 2 first. That probably won't take the whole stream even. So I'll make sure I have Mafia 3 downloaded and ready to go. But I want to see what the additional content is. If it's more of the same, I'm pretty happy with that. Again, shout out to the person who gave me the most help getting these streams going, Undead Eyes. Make sure you check out her Twitch stream. And want to dedicate this stream to my dog Barry. He passed away April 29th of this year. He was a rescue, but we think he was about 18 years old. A beagle. And had him since he was a year old. Miss him a lot. And thinking about you all the time, Barry. All right, everybody. See you on Tuesday. Have a great day.